In this video, I'll give you a quick overview of the Uniswap V4. I've been following Uniswap V4 for a while, ever since it came out in February, around February, and as we can see, it didn't even have much traction. Of course, people are still using Uniswap V2, V3, but then liquidity migrated to Uniswap V4, and as you can see, it kind of did boom, and now it has almost $1 billion in liquidity. And I'm watching this ever since it was $80 million. And this is the newest version of the Uniswap V4 protocol. And what do you need to know about this? So there are a couple of apps or dApps that are built using Uniswap V4, and you can build your own protocol using V4. And the biggest change in Uniswap with this V4 version is the hooks feature, which basically is a custom logic that you can add in your swap lifecycle. You can create now your own pool with hooks, and you can have any custom logic basically when people are executing swaps on your pool. You can add before and after operations. After every operation, like pool creation, liquidity addition, you can have some before logic that you run and after logic after this operation. And this is the biggest feature. We have dynamic fees, we have singleton design. Instead of creating now a new contract whenever you create a pool, every single pool is this one contract called the pool manager. We have flash accounting, which helps us to do more easily multi-hop swaps. Then finally we have native ETH. Instead of to use wrapped Ether, now we have native ETH. And that's about it. Hooks is the biggest feature. I'll quickly go through this presentation I have made in my own language, but I'll try to explain it to you as well. This is a very good presentation to give you an overview of Uniswap V4. So what it is, it's a decentralized protocol, it has smart contracts, and this is a new feature. And what's happening in Uniswap in general, it's just a protocol. A trader comes in, performs a swap, other liquidity provider can add liquidity, so this trader can come in here and make swaps. This liquidity provider earns interest for providing this liquidity. And the new things is the hooks, flash accounting, native ETH, and this is how a pool now looks like in Uniswap V4. Has the pool key, it has the currency 0, currency 1. So every pool you already know has two currencies, and this is how they are managed with this currency struct. Then we have a custom fee. This can be changed, so it's a custom fee. It's not capped, it's not fixed like it was before in Uniswap V3. You can set your own fee. Then you have tick spacing, and then you have hooks. This is the new feature. You can add hooks basically. This is the pool manager contract. Inside here are all the pools in Uniswap. This is the singleton design I was talking about. And now let me explain hooks, which is the big feature. Basically in Uniswap you have only these 5 things you can do. You can initialize a new pool, you can add liquidity to the pool, you can remove liquidity, you can swap, you can perform a swap tokens, or you can donate. So this is the 5 actions you have. And this is how hook can add into this. Let's say in the swap operation, when you add a hook and you start a swap, first the hook is being run, the before swap function, which is the hook. If it exists, hooks are optional, so it may not exist. It checks if it exists. If it does, then run the hook first, then run the swap. After the swap, if an after swap flag exists, after swap hook, then you can run this hook as well, and then the swap ends. And this is the power of hooks. You can run and perform any custom logic you want here, before and after the swap. And this applies for all the 5 operations I told you about. You can do and add hooks, initialize, after initialize, before, add liquidity, after add liquidity, and all of these 5 actions. You can see this in code. So we have the actual swap function being called, but first, if it exists, a before swap is called and an after swap. If you want to add hooks in your contracts, you have to implement this get hook permissions function, and this tells us which hooks does your contract have. If it has before initialize, then true. It has before add liquidity, you can see before swap return delta, etc. One platform that uses this that I've researched is Launch, and basically it's a meme coin launchpad that uses these Uniswap v4 hooks. You can see they have this position manager contract that inherits from base hook, and this is how they implement hooks.